Midnight veins pulse under concrete skin. Shadows trade secrets where the streetlights thin. No clock ticks honest, no dawn brings peace. The asphalt breathes heavy. Street don't sleep.
I walk the vein where the ambulance forgot its name. Young blood selling tomorrow for a half-gram flame. Grandmothers rocking porches like thrones of rust. Counting sons who vanished into the dust. Cops cruise slow like vultures with badges and grins, while the corner kids draw maps of where the war begins. I seen a kingpin cry when his daughter asked why. The skyline keep blinking but the stars don't reply. This ain't no fairy tale pavement, this is scripture in chrome. Every block a sermon, every alley a tomb. I spit for the ones who never made the morning news, whose names got buried under somebody's new shoes.
Can you feel the ground vibrating under your feet? Every heartbeat is a warning, the city repeats. Street don't sleep, it watches with 1,000 eyes. Street don't sleep, it swallows every alibi. Street don't sleep, it remembers every lie you told the night. Street don't sleep, it keeps the truth in neon light.
I used to dance across the cracks just to feel alive. Now the cracks are dancing back and they know how to survive. Mothers sing lullabies through bulletproof glass. Fathers disappear into the steam of the last. I hear the footsteps of children who never learned to play, only learned to run before the sirens came their way. There's a rhythm in the rumble, a gospel in the grit, a promise that the morning will still demand we commit. I reach for the microphone like it's a flashlight in fog, trying to name the ghosts and still walk these foggy sidewalks.
You can close your eyes, but the concrete still sees every secret you buried. Still got a pulse that bleeds. Don't sleep, it watches with 1,000 eyes. Street don't sleep, it swallows every alibi. Street don't sleep, it remembers every lie you told the night. Street don't sleep, it keeps the truth in neon light.
I ain't preaching from a pulpit made of platinum and gold. I'm preaching from the curb where the young get old. And I'm singing from the window where the curtains never close, where the night keeps scoring points against the ones who chose
to stay soft in a world that only respects the heart,
to keep dreaming in a place that only pays the scar.
We are the echo of every unanswered prayer.
The street don't sleep,
and neither do we care.
The dope man got a degree in survival economics. The corner store sells hope in plastic and comics. I seen the poet trade his notebook for a 9 just to keep his little sister from the same bloodline. The system got a smile like a crocodile in a suit, while the real kings die quiet in a size 13 boot. I ain't romanticizing the struggle, I'm just reporting the score. Every block is a battlefield, we still call the floor. But even in the dark, the concrete still hums a tune of the ones who refuse to let the night consume. I remember a boy with a cardboard guitar singing louder than the helicopters in the cars. He said, if the street don't sleep, then neither will my voice. And the whole block paused like it had no other choice. Now that boy is a man with a scar across his throat, but the song still lives in the places that the cameras never know. We are the unfinished letters the city keeps rewriting, the soft places that refuse to stop fight.
Street don't sleep, nah. It watches with 1,000